Hey guys, it's me, Pokemon Jaber HD, and today we have a special video because I am in an interesting matchup today where my team, so this league I'm a replacement for it, and I'm facing the top seed in the last week, and this could get me into playoffs potentially. So it's a super important matchup, and it's quite the interesting one. My team is on the left here with Mega Aggron, Manaphy, Nihilego, Celebi, Florges, Darmanitan, Cofagrigus, Articuno, Garchomp, Heracross, Hariyama, Lycanroc, Midnight, and Dragonium Z, whereas my opponent has Mega Sableye, Mew, Toxapex, Tangrowth, Mandibuzz, Jolteon, Bronzong, Ditto, Celesteela, Audino, Quagsire, Gothitelle, and Psychium Z. And so, going into my prep, I thought, well, first things first, a wall breaker would be nice. So, I'm bringing a Guts Swords Dance Heracross with Dual Stab and Earthquake pretty much covering the team and enough speed to outspeed a min speed base 100 in Mew. And so, when facing against a clear stall team, the next thing you definitely want is a setup sweeper that wall breaks for you, because when they don't have an unaware mon, you can set up freely. So, nasty plot. Celebi, since the unaware mon in this case is not really a factor, because, well, it's Quagsire, so Energy Ball is gonna one-shot anyway, and I'm max speed Monus, and again, same speed to outspeed a min speed Mew. And so, next thing that you want when you face stall is a wall breaker, and so I brought a Bulk Up, Close Combat, Facade, Earthquake, Hariyama, because that covers the team. I hit everything neutrally, and then Earthquake hits the Sableye and hits the Toxapex super effectively. And so, another thing that's really good against stall is a setup sweeper. In Manaphy with Surf, Psychic, Tail Glow, and Rest with the Chesto Berry, with enough speed to outspeed the min speed Mew. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this outspeeds the slower things like Celesteela and below, because obviously I didn't need to try to speed creep Gothitelle, since they always run, Trick Scarf, because, stall players, what you gonna do? Then next up, I felt I really needed a powerful wall breaker, so I'm gonna bring a Life Orb, Sheer Force, Darmanitan with Flare Blitz, then Headbutt, Rock Slide, and Toxic. I mean, the other three moves are really just ceremonial, since Darmanitan, you only click Flare Blitz. There's nothing else to do, but there's two water types, so what you gonna do? And then, lastly, I felt that it would be really nice to have another setup sweeper with Lycanroc Midnight here, with the Stone Edge, Sucker Punch, Swords Dance, and Toxic, and again, same speed as pretty much everything else to outspeed min speed Mew, because it's a stall team, so obviously you don't need speed. That's just not how it works. And Lumberry makes sure that can take a Will-O-Wisp if needed, since my status absorbers are clearly not the best on this team. And now that you've seen what I'm bringing, I will come back with team preview. And we are back with team preview. So my opponent here decided to bring an already megaed Sableye, which if that's not threatening, I don't know what is. Tangrowth, Toxapex, Gothitelle, Audino, and a Quagsire. So I know I definitely have my work cut out for me here, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna break this team, since it's got just so many fat things, and I'm just not sure. I'm stammering even thinking about it. Like, I just don't know how I'm gonna break this team. So I I think, hey, what should I lead with? Well, Sol is they traditionally lead with Sableye to make sure that it's already mega to bounce back any hazards, whether it be with a protect or a fake out. And since he's already mega, I'm not even sure what to think at this point. So, maybe it will be Tangrowth. I don't know. I just don't know how to handle this if Sableye's already there. So I'm just gonna lead with their Manatan since he has 2 water types, so it's probably the least useful member on my team. It clicks Flare Blitz and doesn't really do anything else. So whatever, it's expendable if I can at least scout a little bit with it. So he leads with the Mega Sableye, so it is the traditional lead after all. But I'm just gonna click Flare Blitz, but he goes for the fake out, gets a crit. It happens. It's Pokemon, and I Flare Blitz because I'm bad and I don't see the 2 water types as he goes for recover. So clearly he knew something I didn't know, because apparently it wasn't supposed to do that much damage. So I'm just gonna mix up my move. I have other moves, so let's go for the Headbutt. And the Toxapex comes in, and so I'm like, okay, cool. So now I'll just go for Toxic because I have another move. So we'll see what it does. And he goes into the Quagsire, making the appropriate play, of course. And I guess I caught him off guard with some bad plays there, and so I switch into that Scald with my Grass type because I'm not sure what else I would really do. As he goes into his Tangrowth, as I go for the Nasty Plot, and so I'm feeling okay. It's maybe I can do something. I go for a Psychic. Thankfully, he doesn't switch into Mega Sableye on that. Oh, and he goes for Knockoff. It gets my leftovers off, which that'll be important later. You'll see. And so I go for a Nasty Plot again after I've seen that it does a ton of damage. And then here's a very crucial turn. Very crucial. So I'm going to go for the Energy Ball. I'm not really sure what he's going to do. I know Autono goes for Wish, goes for Protect. Not sure what it's going to do at this point, but I just want to get some damage. Maybe he'll kill, but maybe it won't. He's got a really fat team, so I'm not too confident about that, but let's just get some damage off, I guess. So I go for the Energy Ball. Gets the special defense off, doesn't matter, another one will hit, and then, oh my gosh, I dodged the Toxic. Can't stop me. So he acknowledges right here with the FFS for fuck's sake. He misses that Toxic. He knows it's important to hit that Toxic, and I'm haxing him like crazy. I got the special defense drop. I dodge a Toxic. This LOB is just hacking him to death. Like, what can he do? Like, the only way Sol players can lose is if the opponent gets lucky and haxes them, and I'm doing that right now. And this guy is, I think he's 7-1 at this point, and he's the top seed, so clearly he knows what he's doing. And I'm just fighting for my playoff life since I replaced this team, and I'm not doing as well, but I'm clearly not advanced enough to beat Stall. So he immediately makes it a point to say, hey, that matters. You're just getting so lucky. And so I just go for another Energy Ball on his Protect. I guess he's just trying to get that leftovers, like keeping stuff healthy because he has Regenerator. So I'm just gonna keep going for the Energy Ball. And as you can see in the chat, I told him I do have the Natural Cure in case he's not aware, because I can switch and the Toxic is gone. But he tells me that's not the point. So clearly I don't understand how that was a big deal. And thankfully the good player he is, he's letting me know that dodging Toxic with a Natural Cure on definitely makes a huge difference. So we'll go back. The Sableye's gone, thankfully, so that's really nice. I have 2 fighting types, so that would have been really hard to deal with. As he goes into Gothitelle, it is scarfed as it outsped my Celebi here, and it goes for Hidden Power Fire, Hidden Power Bug. I don't know, but it does minimal damage. So I'm still I'm feeling all right. Like this is just going really well. I know I got lucky earlier in dodging the Toxic, but I thought maybe it didn't matter long term. But since he told me it did, I'm now concerned that I should feel bad about potentially winning a game where I'm just getting lucky, and nothing is going his way. So I'm gonna show him that I have the cover, because I just want to get a little healthier, and I'm not sure what he's gonna do to me since knockoff didn't do a whole lot. He goes for the poison jab. It does some damage, and then I go for the psychic. It kills the Tangrowth, which I'm pleasantly surprised at. And then he goes to Toxapex, which I'm not sure. I tell him I thought that it was easy team to prep for right here, because there is a spectator that's also in the league just was like, wait, did you just win low? And I'm like, no, this game is pretty. I thought it was easy to prep for the most part, since my team just had a lot of things that were faster than what I thought he would bring, and I know he had like a Mew and I think a Jolteon and a Ditto, and if they were gonna come, they were gonna come, and I could I thought I could maybe play around it, but I'm being the bad player I am. I kind of rub it in this guy's face, like I hacks him, and then I do this, like I'm a bad player, so I'm scum. It happens, and so just fall can can bring out the worst in me sometimes. And so then I'm just gonna keep going. First, I think I mixed up with a nice energy ball, and so I say, I just brought wall breakers and stall breakers, and he reminds me, yes, I dodged a crucial toxic. Like, I could not agree more. I dodged the toxic. My Celebi is still in there, just ready to finish off this game, and he reminds me, hey, toxic damage, hey, that matters. And Celebi, what would it do to ever naturally cure itself of that toxic? Like, I just don't know. And so I go for he goes for protect, I guess, scouting to see. I say, I don't think it was a crucial toxic, but he tells me, no, I had Fire Blast and would have made you switch. So hey, he's the stall player, he knows what he's doing, he's top of the league right now. Clearly I'm not in the know here, and if I had to switch out Celebi, clearly the rest of my team was not prepared to handle. I just don't know what a Guts fighting type or two could do to his team, or a Tailglow Manaphy, or a Life Orb Darmanitan, or a Lumberry, Swords Dance like Nurnock. I don't know how they would get enough damage off on his fat team. Like, it's beyond my comprehension. So being the bad player I am, I'm just going to take the win any way I can get it. And so I do recover, and I see that Fire Blast does 30%, so clearly he was going to get me in range of that Fire Blast to where I could, I would lose. And he finally does hit that toxic. Bro, round of applause. He gets that toxic. I mean, it's a little too late, it seems, at this point, since it's 6-1, but you never know, maybe it could bring it back. And I tell him, that is a lot of damage. I'm being completely serious in saying that is a lot of damage, that 30% from Fire Blast. And so, I just go for, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna show him, hey, I'm not Johnning you. I do have natural cure, like I said. I'm gonna go into the Hariyama. It's going to, get burned. He goes for the protect. So he says he can stall me out with protect and Fire Blast, which is fair point. Clearly, I don't know what I would have done. And so he goes for protect, and I go for the bulk up, because I'm just a bad player, and I give him every opportunity to come back in the game. And I had no idea at all that he would just go for protect. And so then I just close combat, and I win the game. Does it feel good to have beaten this stall team that was in first place in this league? I would have said yes if I didn't just crucially dodge that toxic and hacks the living hell out of this guy. But thank you for going through this journey with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!